Tonight, protests against social distancing start across the Northwest.
And why certain essential businesses may seem even more essential today. Murrow News 8 starts now.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Caitlin Rappel.
And I'm Sophia Canton. Welcome back to Murrow News 8.
A group of people in Idaho are planning to gather tonight at Moscow City Hall to protest the city's decision to place restrictions on businesses in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. The organizers claim on Facebook that the decision to place these restrictions was based on, quote, bad modeling on initial data from China, Iran, and Italy, end quote. According to the event's Facebook page, the Liberate Moscow peaceful protest will begin tonight at 6:15.
Thousands of people are protesting the current stay-at-home order issued by Governor Jay Inslee. The Washington State Patrol estimates 2,500 people gathered at the Washington State Capitol Sunday to protest the order. The message protesters were trying to convey was that they want to get back to work and earning a living. According to Como News, a protester said that the order should only apply to people who are sick or who have weakened immune systems. Right now, Governor Inslee's order is in effect until May 4th, but he says it could be extended.
Dismore's grocery store is teaming up with College Hill Association and the Community Action Center to provide free Dismore's gift cards to those in need. Starting on Tuesday, over 100 $20 gift cards will be distributed by the center's food bank in Pullman.
The University of Idaho Faculty Federation sent a letter to President Scott Green asking Green to postpone the search for a new provost and vice president for research and economic development. The Federation is also calling for the implementation of a tiered salary cut of at least 5% for U of I employees who make over $140,000 a year. According to Pullman Radio, the letter argues that the salary cuts would reflect the responsible actions taken at Washington State University. Well, it's 420 today, and while people aren't able to celebrate in groups because of COVID-19, they are still able to get cannabis because dispensaries have been marked as essential businesses. Our own Zach Miller joins us live outside a dispensary in Pullman with more on the topic. Zach?
That's right, Sophia. I'm out here in front of Kush 21, a local pot shop in Pullman. And as many of you might know, today is 420. Now, technically, the whole month of April has been 420, but today is the unofficial Cannabis Appreciation Day. While most businesses have had to close their doors due to COVID-19, pot shops in Washington have actually been able to keep them open. Washington is one of 8 states that is still allowing the selling of recreational marijuana. But just like other stores and restaurants that have had to stay open, you still have to have restrictions to keep both your employees and your customers safe. Now, Kush 21 has put in some new things where they made their online discounts bigger than the in-store ones. This is in a hope to make less people in the store at one time and to get them out quicker. They've also made it so only 4 customers can come in the store at once, which will help make it so 6 feet, they can stay 6 feet apart from each other while in there. Now, these are only just a few things that Kush 21 has put into place to make sure that both their employees and their customers are staying safe on this supposed holiday of cannabis. Reporting live from Grand Avenue in Pullman, I'm Zach Miller. Back to you, Caitlin.
Thanks, Zach. Now we're going to Luke Hudson with some more information on basketball that affects WSU.
Thanks, Caitlin. Yeah, so of course, this is definitely big news. Sophomore CJ Ellaby is looking for a spot in the 2020 NBA draft that he wants to be, quote, guaranteed. He's maintaining his college eligibility, according to the Moscow Pullman Daily News, which means right now it is unclear whether head coach Kyle Smith is going to have to grapple with losing his leading scorer for the season. Now, you can see on your screen now, here's a closer look at some of the notable stats Ellaby put up from this season. You can see he leads in scoring. He had a game with 34 points in one game against the Huskies, and he's managed to make some improvements to both his scoring and his rebounds from the previous season. Ellaby told reporters over an online Zoom meeting that he is, quote, looking for a team that is that basically is telling me they're going to pick me. I want a guaranteed contract, unquote. Now, as of now, he has until June 15th to decide whether he'll stay at Wazoo or make his way into the realm of professional hoops. Keeping with basketball news, whether the NBA will actually return this season is up for some debate. According to the LA Times, there are a lot of protocols for responding to crises like COVID-19 that simply don't exist for the league. Former Dallas Mavericks team physician T.O. Sorial told the Times, quote, what most people don't understand about a team sport is that it's not just the 15 contract players. It's not just the 53 NFL roster players. It's the coaches. It's the trainers. It's the nutritionists. It's the strength and conditioning. It's the ball boys, unquote. Now, that seems like a big list. And he goes on to compare, the fact that all of the people that would have to be healthy to run a game is like keeping healthy a small city. Now, how will the NBA keep all these people healthy? Sorial says this is a question the league just doesn't have the answer to yet. And that's all for sports for today. Back to Sophia, who has a story about a local athlete from her hometown. Sophia?
Thanks, Luke. So many high schools across the nation took part in a 20-minute tribute to their 2020 seniors on Friday night. I had the chance to get a closer look at one senior athlete's story and a behind-the-scenes look at what my local high school's tribute looked like.
DeAndre Davis is a senior at South Kitsap High School. He runs track. His senior year in track season came to an abrupt end.
I think it more reminds me of my season being cut short and that I'm not going to be able to go out and compete and represent my school one last time. It's more of like it's not really exciting. It's kind of sad.
He plans to attend the University of Idaho next year to run hurdles, making him that much more determined for his freshman season.
Oh, 100% makes me more excited because I'm missing out this year, and so I'm going to be more hungry to want to go and perform better.
Across the nation, across the state, on social media, everywhere really, people are trying to find ways to honor the class of 2020 to show them they are not alone. One of those ways is a 20-minute tribute at 2020 Hours. So obviously right now, there's nothing special about the stadium. But later tonight, it'll look a little bit more like this. The trend started across the nation, and Washington State picked up on it. The South Sound Puget Sound League, which is the league South Kitsap is in, was encouraged to partake.
I would say they probably know they're, not forgotten, and we still care about them, and we want to do something special for them because they've lost the ability to do so many other real special things that happen in your senior year.
2020 so far has been a year that no one expected. It has been a year full of misfortune and scary times. Banding together and showing one another support seems to be a way many people are coping. The light at the end of the tunnel may be dim, but it is still there. With Murrow News 8, I'm Sophia Canton.
Now, it's been pretty sunny in Pullman, but should we expect some changes over the next few days? Murrow News 8 reporter Ariel Yacobazi joins us from Pullman with some weather updates. Ariel?
Thanks, Sophia. The weather here in Pullman is simply gorgeous. We're really starting to see that summer weather shine through as the semester comes to a close. And I've got to admit, it's hard to get some stuff done when the weather is so nice, but we've got to push through. In Pullman today, we're looking at a high of 67 at the peak of the day and quite a bit of sun to complement that. But make sure if you're going for your daily walk that you do it before the sun goes down. The low tonight is looking to be about 41 degrees, so it'll be a lot cooler. Tomorrow, we're looking at a similar weather to today with a high of 64 and a low of 41. It looks like it'll also be pretty gusty tomorrow with winds blowing between 8 and 15 miles per hour. Not terrible, but be careful if you're heading out of Pullman with a trunk full of belongings, as it is that time of year where you start moving out. Looking across the state of Washington, it's absolutely stunning and sunny. In Seattle and Olympia, we're looking at highs in the mid-60s and lows in the 40s with mostly sunny weather. Heading into the middle of of the state, it is quite a bit warmer with highs in the upper 70s. Now I'm kind of jealous. The lows in those areas are still in the 40s, but clear skies in Yakima and the Tri-Cities. Coming back over to the east side of the state, we're looking at mostly sunny weather with highs of 71 in Spokane. Looking at the rest of the week for Pullman, don't expect this warm weather to stick around. As I said before, tomorrow will be pretty sunny, but expect quite a bit of rain on Wednesday and Thursday. We're looking at about an 80% chance of rain on Wednesday with a high of 57 degrees, so it will get a little bit cooler. The same should happen on Thursday as well. Friday and Saturday, it will warm up a bit and some of that sun will shine through those clouds, but it should remain in the low to mid 60s for most of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And it will stay partly cloudy, so studying for those finals might be a little bit easier without that temptation to go outside. That's all I've got for weather today. Back to you, Caitlin.
Thank you, Ariel. Well, on a lighter note, for those boy band lovers out there, rumors have been ramping up about a possible One Direction reunion. Former band member Liam Payne said in an Instagram Live that many of the One Direction members are in London right now and are trying to schedule a FaceTime together. This year would be the 10-year anniversary of the band, which would be fitting for a reunion. But it is unclear right now if band member Zayn Malik will be a part of the reunion. Well, that is all from us here at Murrow News 8.
You can watch us live on YouTube every weekday at 5:30.
News content can still be found at nwpb.org/mn8. And don't forget to follow us on social media.
Have a good night, stay home, and stay healthy.